What's up, guys? I'm Mike the Cop, and get a load of this kid.
All these police officers think I was stealing. Look at him. Look at him. Look how dumb he look. Look at him. I want all y'all badge number too. I swear to God, I'm not playing.
I got you. Yeah, I will defend my brothers. I will defend the weak. I will pursue and fight evil so others may sleep. I am the sheepdog, protecting the night. Wolf hunters unite. Bring it on. It's time to fight.
All right, so this video is going to be about two things. First, it's going to be about how, man, I feel terrible for the kid that is in the video. Honestly, I do, because the negative influences in his life are clearly going unchecked. Man, it's sad, it's unhealthy. I'm gonna talk about that for a second. And the second thing is the social media response to an incident like this and this video going viral versus what an objective, reasonable person and someone who has a little bit of information and how they would respond. I'm gonna compare those two things. So check out this clip, and then I will be back with those things.
Stealing. Now they feeling stupid, nigga, because they caught D'Anthony with all this stuff, nigga. I ain't caught me with nothing, nigga. I ain't had nothing. I want your badge number. What's your badge number? Jamin. Yup. Bro, hey, can I get your badge number? Huh? No, can I? Bro, don't put your hands. Hey, bro, don't put your hands on me, bro. Look, y'all see it, right? Don't put your hands on me. Look at him. Get my bag. Get my bag.
Come on.
Get my bag. Look at him. Look at him, y'all. Look at him. Thought I was stealing. Goofy. Looking dumb. Nigga, stop playing with me. Nigga, looking dumb. Stop playing with me. Nigga, I ain't had nothing in my bag. Nigga, you sound crazy, nigga. Pocket full of money. Nigga, not how dumb do you look. Not look at him. Say hello to the live, sir. Here, look how dumb you look, y'all. Look how dumb you look. Looking stupider than... This nigga looks stupid. Just dumb. He look pitiful. Don't even show. Look at him. Look at him. Say hello. Say hello. You look dumb because you thought I was stealing, huh? And then when you check my bag, I ain't have nothing, huh? You look so stupid. This nigga looks so dumb. He looks so stupid. He like, let me see your bag. Check my bag, ain't have nothing in it but a pocket full of money. Nigga, check my bag, ain't had nothing in it but a pocket full of money. Look how dumb you look. Oh my God, you look so stupid. That's crazy. With a pocket full of money. Nigga, let me show y'all my damn self. Look at that. He looks so stupid, dog. But my headphones. Nothing but my headphones. Dude, y'all niggas on the scrap or what, nigga? Stop playing with me. I'll smack the shit out of these niggas on camera, nigga. Stop playing with me. What y'all want to do? You want to scrap or what? I should fire on you because you over there think you doing something with that little bitch-ass trespass order. I'll break that bitch-ass computer, nigga. Stop playing with me, nigga. I'll bitch get up right now with my mama. I'll beat the shit out you in front of your mans. And if your man shot your feet, he gonna get his ass whooped too, nigga. Fuck is you talking about? I'm on tip, nigga. What you wanna do, nigga? I'll put some hand sanitizer on my hand and open hand your bitch ass, nigga. Talking about some, oh, he got a firearm. Bitch, I ain't got no firearm. Stop lying on my name, nigga, before I knock your teeth out, bitch. You ain't gonna be able to talk. You don't need to do it. Looking dumb as fuck, nigga. Like a bowl out. What you looking at, nigga? You wanna scrap? You wanna scrap, nigga? You wanna get at it, nigga? Fuck is you talking about? What you wanna do, nigga? Step over here, nigga. Step over here and I promise you, nigga, you gonna have to tase me, nigga. Cause I'm gonna be on top of
you. Got ID and the older one?
join your shit in, nigga. You better stop playing with me, nigga. You know who I am, nigga. Fuck wrong with you, nigga. I ain't gotta steal shit, nigga, on my soul. Nigga, on my wallet that, nigga. Stop playing with me, nigga. Stop playing with me, nigga. On my wallet that, nigga. Ain't never gotta steal nothing, nigga. Big roll around this bitch, nigga. Stop playing with me, nigga. Big roll around this bitch, nigga. Ain't gotta steal shit from these bum ass niggas. Nigga, stop playing with me, nigga. What is y'all niggas talking about? Nigga, stop playing with me, nigga. What is you talking about? And my shit busting, nigga. I got two. Nigga, my shit busting, nigga. I got two. Boy, y'all got 300. Nigga. What you gonna do? Nigga, I'll walk up on you right now, nigga. On my mama, you touch me, nigga. I'll fire on your ass, nigga. What? Nigga, what? Don't. Because you know I'm beat the shit out you, nigga.
All right, so this young man here, clearly there is not even a real need for me to highlight the amount of disrespect that this kid has in his mind, in his heart, that's overflowing into how he's treating the officer, how he's treating the staff at wherever this was for like loss prevention, just people in general. Anyone who speaks that way toward other people clearly has some things going on, and at such a young age, it is it's almost difficult to watch. It's so sad. Now, I've seen that as a police officer. I've seen it a bunch of times. And it's just sad that, man, the negative influences, wherever they're coming from, whether they're coming from mainstream culture, whether they're coming from social media, whether they're coming from direct influences of friends at school or neighborhood, wherever they're coming from, they're winning out when they're the negative ones. And that's not to say that there are no positive influences in this kid's life. There very may well be. My actual understanding of the situation is that his grandmother came to get him. Maybe she's a real positive influence. Maybe she's, praying her guts out for this kid, and she's pouring her life into this kid, and she's just losing that battle right now. So I really feel bad. I don't want to talk crap about the kid. I mean, like, if it's my kid, oh no, we got problems. But that's probably why my kids don't act like that toward other human beings, because I care about them in a way to bring a sense of discipline to their lives, which he just doesn't have. So, man, I want to be really clear about that. This video isn't really, at the end of the day, a critique on that kid. It's more of a call to action on people who might have influence over his life to step up and keep at it. For the record, you got to go check out Donut Operator's video on this topic, because he had said something about it on Twitter, and he got death threats and all that stuff, and well, that's nice. Okay, now the actual situation is clearly a shoplifting situation, and the outpouring. I first saw this on an Instagram account called Queensy Flip, and nothing negative about him or the account. I'm just saying that's where I first saw it, and the comments are sort of mixed about this. A lot of people obviously holding that kid responsible and being sad about his actions like I am and his words, but a lot of people saying that they support the kid, that obviously he didn't do anything. Obviously the cops are in the wrong, and that this is what happens when Trump is in office. What? And people saying like, oh, well, obviously he didn't have anything in his backpack. He didn't steal anything. He was profiled. And this is what years of oppression will get you from the police, is this kind of response. They had it coming. Good for him. That sort of a response. These kinds of things are also sad to see. And it's based in ignorance. Now, I actually have not been able to find out all of the details of the case like I wanted to. I believe this happened in Macomb County, Michigan, which is not too far from me. I reached out to their information officer, their media officer, who is out of the office until next week. So I actually couldn't get direct commentary. What I do understand about this situation is that this kid was not alone, that someone else with him also shoplifted, and that they were together, and that when the police came in to approach them, he had already ditched the merchandise. I mean, ask yourself why this kid has an empty backpack with a small pair of headphones at the bottom in a store. You don't have to be Neil deGrasse Tyson to connect the dots. Now listen, if you are a minor in a store, whether an adult that is with you is somewhere in the store, or whether you were dropped off, or whether you walked there, however you got there, if you're a minor in the store and loss prevention stops you under the suspicion of theft. In Michigan law, for example, loss prevention staff can detain people for reasonable suspicion on shoplifting, okay? So whole other topic video that I'm not going to get into, but they have the right to detain these people in the store if they believe that there is a shoplifting incident occurring or has occurred, okay? Retail fraud is what it's called in Michigan. Either way, the police were called there. Sometimes it's like, do people think that the police decide, you know what, let's just go show up at Walmart, see if we can pick on some people and accuse them of shoplifting, especially minorities. That would go over really, really well. Let's hope it's recorded. It's obviously nonsensical. It's not what's happening. The police were called there to deal with a situation that had already been occurring. So they didn't make it up. So the directing the anger at the police is interesting to me, because it's uninformed and completely unpractical to how real life works. But anyway, police are there. They have the right to detain those juveniles. And what ultimately happens is, like here, his grandmother came to pick him up. Was she in the store? Was she at home? I don't know. She had to come pick him up. And this is so routine. What's not routine is the kind of treatment that you would expect from someone who hides merchandise in a backpack, dumps it when they see the police, and then tries to go live on social media. Whatever. Kudos to the deputies, who remained completely calm and didn't let this kid get their goat. You shouldn't let a little kid get your goat. You shouldn't let an old man get your goat. My point in all this is that you have uninformed people seeing this viral video and then piecing together the puzzle with absolutely no contextual information. It's like, imagine trying to put together a puzzle that you don't see the picture on the box. It's a lot harder to do. But if you have a little bit of context, a picture of what's happening, an understanding of the laws about that, who can be detained, when, and for what, this situation isn't that big of a deal as far as the police response goes. I mean, they're completely calm. They're handling their job. They responded at the behest of security, not because they decided they wanted to be there, but because that's their job, to come and investigate the potential crime that is happening. And if, you know what, if it turns out that the kid really had never put anything in his backpack and walked away from that section of the store, never had committed a crime, guess what? Cops had nothing to do with that. The cops didn't make it up. You know who would be liable for falsely accusing someone of shoplifting? It would be the store in question. Their employee would have been the one that's on the hook for not doing their job very well. So what happened in the situation? I don't even know. I don't have to know all the details to have some context around it. If you just take 5 minutes as someone who goes, you know what, I don't know anything about the laws in Michigan or wherever this happened, or shoplifting, or maybe I'll look into that and understand this a little bit better before I go commenting on the internet. But such is the difference. I've droned on long enough. Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching. Like it, share it, subscribe it, comment it, whatever. And if you are looking for the benefits of CBD without THC, because you can't have that in your system like so many people, CBDops.com.